How are you guys doing today? This is E-Town Train, and this is another Just a Basic Dude vlog video. And as you can tell, if you can see, it is snowing out here in the hills, and I love it. A little bit of snow flurry just a couple days before Christmas. Maybe we can get a nice skiff of white on top of everything and make everything look clean and pretty and nice. And we'll see my decorations and everything light up on that snow, and it'll be beautiful. Anyway, there's a couple things that I would like to talk to you guys about today. First off, the next couple of videos are going to have a little bit of a conversation theme to go along with reviews and whatever else fun kind of stuff that we're doing. And the theme is very simple. The theme is going to be the importance of saying thank you, the importance of being grateful to people. Recently, a friend of mine at work, and I call him a friend, he's a colleague, he's actually become, over the past couple of years, a really good friend of mine, someone that I like to talk to, I like to have conversations with. His wife sent down to our network operations center where I work, she sent this amazing box of goodies for Christmas. It was very nice. There were cookies, and there was beef jerky, and energy drinks. If you know anything about the internet runs on caffeine. That's one of the main ingredients in you getting your bandwidth is caffeine. And it was just super nice. There was chocolate and candy and Starburst and you name it. It was just a great big box for all the guys in the knock. And so the next couple, that got me thinking about how to say thank you to someone and the way that we've been taught to say thank you. So one of the most important things to me is that I am sending a thank you note. I'm going to have all of my boys in the knock, my friends, my guys, my colleagues, sign the thank you note, and we're going to send them a thank you note. But also, this amazing lady was interested in our survival multi-tool, the orange one with the compass and the fun. And so I thought maybe we would put together over the next couple of videos a little thank you present for her and have that sent up to her because of the kindness that she showed us. And I'm sure that she didn't expect anything back for it, so we're going to keep it a secret. It's a surprise between you and me, you know. And we're going to see what we can do about that. And so today we're going to do kind of a little review. We're going to get rid of our handy dandy mitts, even though it is cold up here in these bald hills. And we're going to button the inside liner of this coat because I'm getting a little chilly out here. And we'll see if we have to button up the shell before this is over. Though I will say that this coat is super warm. It's like wearing a giant blanket, and I adore it, even if it is kind of ghastly. So the first thing that we're going to look at right now is I've been thinking about ways that people make fire. And we were looking yesterday, we actually got our fire stick to work. We actually got the fire starter kit to work in our last video, which was a revisit video to that. And so I thought we would sit here and take a look today at something that I found that was super cheap, and they're waterproof matches. And I don't know if they mean waterproof as in the case is waxed, or that they'll actually light in the wet. But I thought maybe, since it's snowing, we would look and see if they'll actually light in the wet. And it's the same name brand that we've been looking at. Lots of their stuff is pretty neat. Coughlin's is some good stuff. Or, yeah, Coughlin's. Matches must be struck on striker surface of box, which means these are not strike anywhere matches. You need to have the striker with them. And I'll show you how we're going to get around that to put that in a little waterproof capsule. If the striker surface becomes wet, wipe dry before using, which means that they will not strike, they'll just ruin. And you've seen it happen with matches before. Most matches they make now are super cheap, and you rub them and the sulfur comes right off, and that is no good. They'll just rub off on the wet surface. Let's pull out our handy dandy Buck 715, and we will open these bad boys up and take a look. I'm just going to pull one box. Oop, 2 boxes fell out. Well, it's the randomness of being on the internet, isn't it? I'm going to pull one box of these out, and we're going to take a look at it. And put the other box in my pocket. Alright. So we have here are Coughlin's waterproof matches. And the back side of this is blue, which is interesting. It's kind of a big box, but it's only got 40 matches in it. And let's take a look. Ooh. Alright. If you look here, they kind of go back and forth across there, and they do fill up the box. And for the first time in a long time, there's real wood in these matches. A lot of these things you pick up, these boxes, they're kind of this funky, refurb, greasy, wannabe wood, but these are good, dry, solid, they feel like wood. You can't really smell anything on them. And we haven't caught anything wet on our striker yet, but the striker's a little bit different than I've seen on other boxes as well. So let's see how it lights. And it broke right in half. That's unfortunate. That was a waste of a match. Hopefully there wasn't a knot in that tree all the way through. Oh, there it goes. And look at that. They make a really nice big flame, which you can't say for most matches these days. When you light them, they make a tiny little flame. And don't light anything. And then they go out before you get them to your fire. You know what? Those are some pretty decent matches. And so, that all worked. And I'm going to put that out. Because, to be honest, kind of over smoking a little bit. Not over as in overdoing it, but over as in I'm getting to be an old man and it's not cool anymore, dude. Don't smoke, kids. Don't even start. Don't have one. It's worse than heroin. Anyway, so I thought that we would take a look at what we're going to do with this. And since she was so interested in this whistle and everything, I think that maybe the whistle might have a little bit to do with controlling her family. I could be wrong. But what I'm going to do is we're going to take some of our waterproof matches and we are going to put them in here. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do about not having the striker in there. So we're going to slide this box wide open. And we're going to dump those matches out into our hand here. Try and keep them in a, look, it's a nice big pile of them too. And we're going to see how many will fit in this little case. There are, if we can fit the whole box in there, that would be amazing. Because then you got a whole bunch of little fire makers and you don't have to try and use the little razzle-dazzle stick that came on this bad boy, which we have proven is kind of not as good as some things. Let's see if we put this in here. Now what I'm going to do, okay, we've got about as many as I want to put in there because I want to show you guys what we're going to do here. And what we're going to do is first I'm going to put this bad boy like this. Shake it up a little bit, kind of get them loosened up and in there nicely. There you go. I've left myself a little space in there, and I'm going to show you why. First, we're going to put these. I guess right now I'm going to put these ones in my pocket because I'm going to have to go and put those somewhere else because this box is about to be reused for something. Now, what we have on the box is our strikers, and those are going to be important because the matches do not strike on anything but a striker surface. They are not strike anywhere matches. So we're just going to take our box and we are going to cut right at that corner right there, and we're going to cut part of the box off. Now, it's kind of got this double layer box, which is interesting to me. And I'm thinking that it might peel into two pieces, which will be even handier for what I'm about to do. So we've got our box. You can see it kind of coming apart a little bit. And yeah, I was right. It's waxed paper. That's why they're calling it... Oh, ooh. Okay, this is interesting. It's actually paper covering wood. So the box of these matches is actually a wooden box. A little thin veneer of wood. Isn't that odd? Well, what I'm going to do is we don't want the matches to hit the striker while they're in there if they get shook around at all. So I'm going to take it and put the two strikers right against each other, and I'm going to fold this piece of paper around them to protect the striker from the red part of the match so that we don't kind of accidentally strike a match and then have all of our matches strike at once. This little piece right here, which is our two strikers put face to face, we are going to slide, if we can get them in there, we're going to slide down. We might have to take a couple of these matches out, I'm not sure yet, into this. There we go. Okay, just like that. And now we have our protected strikers, and they're in there in our waterproof container with our matches. And now there is a way to make fire that is a little bit more serious than the little striker on the side of our little thank you gift that we are going to send back. And maybe they have a wood stove or something that they can use that for, or even just keep it in your car in case you need to make fire someday. And that was it. That was what I wanted to show you guys. I think it's a very practical way of doing it, taking those strikers and put them in with the matches. And I think that it's important to know that we are we're thanking someone. We're showing people that we're grateful, which is something that is lost currently to my way of thinking. It's something that's very lost in our society right now. So just remember the importance of thank you. And this has been Z-Town Train. This is just a basic dude vlog, and I am out. Peace. Have a great day.